Hello again. Just watched a rather interesting little video, and the title is Conclusive Forensic Evidence That Malcolm X is the father of Barack Obama. And what you'll see is a whole series of photographs where they overlay Obama and his features over Malcolm X's features. And it's pretty startling. What some folks may or may not be aware of is Obama had plastic surgery in his nose. I don't believe Malcolm X is his father or the sperm donor. I believe it's Frank Marshall Davis. And the reason that is because of the skin texture that Obama has and the skin texture of what Frank Marshall Davis had. Obama keeps getting these pock marks, and I've made a whole series of videos on it, and I'm sure he's keeping his dermatologist very busy to remove them. But when they show you a close-up, you can see the scars where those pock marks were. And Frank Marshall Davis is covered in pock marks. We also know that Frank was taking nude photographs of his mother, if that's his mother. The video here also says that the Valerie Saruf is his biological mother. Now, let me ask a question. When we had Billy Bob in the Oval Office, and when he was accused of having sex with his aide, well, what ended up happening with that? Well, Monica Lewinsky's blue dress had some sperm that was dribbled onto her dress. And the FBI marched into the Oval Office and drew blood from the President of the United States. I don't believe he did it voluntarily, because he knew he was guilty. He knew that there'd be a DNA connection between Monica's dress and the blood that they drew from the President of the United States. They don't even need to draw blood. They can do DNA from a hair sample, they can do DNA from saliva, they don't need to draw blood. Don't you think the American people should know who this freak's father was? Not that he even had a father, he was a sperm donor. He didn't have a father, he had a sperm donor. His mother banged one of these studs and got knocked up. It wasn't Barack Obama Sr. And I've said this in other videos, Barack Obama Sr.'s skin is like an Ivory soap commercial. Black as coal, but clear as a baby's you-know-what. Malcolm X's, from what I saw here, his complexion is similar, where it's clear. Frank Marshall Davis isn't clear. And Frank Marshall Davis was, again, taking nude photographs of Ann Dunham. You know what's amazing is that the first man, transgender, this bullshit with Michael, from what I've read, Marion was a streetwalker. Her mother was a streetwalker. And you got this guy, we don't even know who the hell he is, dismantling our country. And no one's doing a damn thing about it to find out who the hell his sperm donor is. What's wrong with this picture, huh? What are we afraid of? Why doesn't our military march into the Oval Office and take a saliva sample off of this dirtbag? We know where Obama's senior is buried. We know where Frank Marshall Davis is buried. We don't even have to go there. Frank Marshall Davis has, I believe, 3 daughters and 1 other son. You think there's a DNA connection between Obama and Obama Sr.? He's got half brothers supposedly. We can do a DNA there. There's a reason nothing's happening. You know what the reason is? It's too late. I just posted a whole series of videos. Michelle Bachmann has been saying the exact same thing I've been saying. Obama's infiltrated every key cabinet position with Muslim Brotherhood members. Jay Johnson, what's he look like? Does he look like he's Oriental you? Does he look like he's a desert rat? What's he look like? A desert rat. Valerie Jarrett, what does she look like? A desert rat. That's because she is a desert rat. How about Obama? He's also a desert rat. How about the Attorney General? A desert rat. They're all desert rats. Anyway, whoever put this video together did an excellent job. But again, I don't believe that Malcolm X is the sperm donor. I'm convinced it's not Barack Obama Sr. But I'm more inclined to believe, as I've stated in I don't know how many thousands of videos, I think the sperm donor is Frank Marshall Davis. I think King Abdullah funded this enterprise with Frank Marshall Davis and Bill Ayers' father, who at that time was a communist like Bill Ayers probably still is, like Obama, I believe, is also a communist. The whole thing's insane. Don't you think the American people have a right to know if Malia and Sasha are in fact their biological children? They don't look like them, and men can't have children. Michael is a man with breasts. Look at the video. Let me know what you think. You got a darn good idea as to what I think, don't you?